What's up, everybody? Yusuf back on the mic. It's been a while since I've talked to you guys, and what a way to get back into things with my review of Black Panther. The long-awaited film that people wanted many years ago is now here on the big screen, and god damn it is it something special. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and jump right into the review. So the movie picks up literally a week after the events of Civil War. The film is about T'Challa truly becoming king and learning how to deal with the trials and tribulations that comes with the throne. Just like Ta-Nehisi Coates' run on Black Panther in the comics recently, the story at its heart, though, is all about Wakanda. From the rich past of T'Challa's ancestors to their rituals and traditions, Coogler is able to take his time and let the world around our characters breathe and flourish, and we as the audience fit right in and feel at home. Another strength of Coogler's as a director is drawing the right performances out of his cast. And with this outstanding talent he had from top to bottom, everyone brought their A game. Chadwick Boseman continues to, in my opinion, embody T'Challa perfectly. He is not yet that completely stubborn and hard-nosed T'Challa that we know from the comics over the years, but one day he will get there. However, the show stealers were the beautiful women of Wakanda. Denai Guerrera as Okoye breathes power and fierceness into her role as General of the Dora Milaje, and she has her moments to shine in the film with her action scenes. Lupita Nyong'o as Nakia I absolutely fell in love with. A woman with true versatility, Nakia's spy background and love for her people, and her former lover / king are her greatest strengths. Finally, Letitia Wright as Shuri. This young woman is a spark of energy whenever she is on screen, but there is also a lot of heart in her. But she too does have a lot to learn. As other people in the film have stated, she scoffs at tradition, or not necessarily scoffs at it, but she doesn't see the need for it. She definitely is, quote unquote, a different breed, a different type of Wakandan, to the point that with her relationship with T'Challa, it's so natural that you can't help but go along with her in the way that she doesn't necessarily follow tradition. There's this scene, without spoiling it, there's this scene where this ritual is going on, and it's a beautiful ritual. You know, you're completely encapsulated in what's going on, and she just sort of goes, all right, can we get this over with? Like, come on now, you know. It's funny, but at the same time you're like, you shouldn't have done that. So it's a lot of fun and energy that she brings to the screen that I can't wait to see later on in other movies and potentially with other Marvel characters that we already know. Now for our antagonists, Ulysses S. Claw and Eric Killmonger. They are easily some of the best villains, not only in the MCU, but all comic book films. Which is funny because Michael B. Jordan said in an interview a couple months ago that he hoped to approach the character how Ledger did for the Joker. He wanted to leave an impression. And leave an impression he did, because if you want me to be honest with you, about halfway through this damn thing, I started rooting for him. As a character, Killmonger is something fresh in the comic book genre in his approach and motivations, and I loved every scene he was in, and he completely dominated the screen no matter who was across from him. But why did I love him so much? Well, it's mainly to do with an underlying theme that follows through Killmonger, and one that's being hidden in the marketing, and that is, why has Wakanda not helped the rest of the world? Mainly, our oppressed black men and women in the United States. Because I'll say this, as a young black man, it is easy to sit back and watch the trailers and see nothing but black excellence in us being kings and rulers. But what makes it beautiful and relatable once you actually watch the movie is them asking the question of, if you guys, Wakandans, were this powerful and had this many resources, why have you not helped us before? This all goes back to the burden that T'Challa has of being king and finding his own path of how to rule the throne his way. To round off the review, the score and cinematography may be the best in the MCU. Now when I say that, people are gonna go, well, Guardians. But let me say this. Now everyone loves to throw the word cinematography around without knowing what it really means. It's more than just pretty colors and a funky color palette with cool CG action. It's framing, composition, having every camera movement mean something and advance the story in a dynamic way. Every frame of this movie I completely was in love with. And specifically, there's this one shot at the end of the movie which I can't really give context to because it would be a spoiler, but it's absolutely beautiful, with it being the way that the shot looks, the way that it's framed, what you're seeing, and of course everything that's going on around that scene with our characters. Overall, I have not felt this great walking out of a movie in a long time. There was this, I don't know, energy I had as the credits rolled. Really, it has to do with the fact that I see Ryan Coogler as an idol. As someone who wants to get into making movies, if you guys didn't know this, I see Ryan Coogler as an idol. And knowing that he knocked this first big budget film out of the park like this makes me excited for the future. In the end, I give Black Panther a 10 out of 10. Go see this movie. It really is something special. You won't regret it. This movie deserves every dollar that it's about to make this weekend and so forth. So take your friends to go see it. Get people that don't even like comic book movies to go see it. It's a great overall movie. It's not just a great comic book movie, and I really mean that. As usual, guys, if you have not already, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button along with the bell so you guys can get notified when Hybrid Network posts new daily content.